What's going on, everybody? Xian and I are back with another Versusvortex video here. And in today's video, we'll be playing the role of good cop versus bad cop to discuss some of the topics going on in the fighting game universe. Now, some of these topics may be a bit too spicy for us to release on YouTube. However, our Patreon subscribers will get access to the whole thing in its entirety. As you can see along the side over here, these are the topics fully covered and that will be featured on the Patreons.
I'm kind of afraid, with our negativity in life nowadays, what if the good cop and bad cop turns into all bad cops?
Sam, we'll have to do our best, because especially right now, you can tell I'm in such a positive mood that I will do my best to be a positive cop here. I promise.
I thought I'm the positive one usually.
You are. But let's see if we can get through this. So the topic we're going to be addressing right now is Elena's release. The trailer did drop earlier. We are now going to be reacting to that trailer. You can find plenty of people reacting to that video on other channels. What we are going to address is the release date of the character, which is the week before CEO comes out, which also could mean that we might be getting a patch update mid-season, right?
This is something like, we've gone through a lot of times. And me personally, I really dislike it if they are playing on the old version.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing on the old version, it's really, really annoying. And I hope that no matter what, they ban Elena or not, it's not something that of the concern for me. The main concern is you always have to play on the new version.
I would say that I am a fan of chaos, so I would love to see, this is me wearing my kind of good cop badge, is I would love to see tournaments utilize the new character right away, utilize the new patch right away. I understand why players competing don't want to have to adapt to all of the changes on the fly, especially when you're playing to qualify for a multi-million-dollar tournament. You want to play what you're familiar with, but I'm a spectator, so I want to see people adapt to the new character. I want to see people adapt to the new changes. Yes, there might be bugs, but I think if there are some certain game-breaking bugs, you can ban that from being used in tournaments.
You just do an immediate ban on it if it's a glitch or something.
Yeah.
And not play on the old version.
Yeah.
I feel because if you're gonna play on the old version, I'm gonna accidentally download some Wi-Fi
Yes.
and update certain setups, because I think that would be really annoying to deal with if I happen to lose to a player.
How do you guys feel about this? Do you want to see tournaments apply the new patch right away? Are patches mid-season a bad thing? What do you guys think about this? So Fatal Fury is on its way here. There's been a lot of concerns about the marketing decisions for this game, whether we don't need superstars, we don't need world famous DJs being placed into the game. Xian, do you think that their marketing is a good thing, or are they going about it the wrong way?
I definitely think this is a good thing, because ever since Cristiano Ronaldo is released, I have friends who have never played fighting game, asking me how do I play the fighting game that has Ronaldo on it.
Yes.
And I feel like there will never be a day people that I feel like will never touch fighting game actually going into it because of Ronaldo. This is a kind of influence that I feel like would never happen, if it's gonna have a whole new kind of player, even though I don't know if they're gonna just drop the game after installing for a few days.
Yeah. There is always that potential with this. I say that the marketing for the game has done its job. This is me. Wait, am I a bad cop right now?
Yeah, you're a bad cop.
I think I'm a bad cop right now. Okay, so let me just say this, right? Although the marketing has done its job, I think that they are getting a lot of feedback, though the majority of what I'm seeing is that people cannot stand the characters that are being placed into the game. The problem is that what Fatal Fury team did was they failed to announce first that all the characters are going to return into this game. But the characters that they added, I will say Ronaldo, although people can question it, he's the biggest professional sports athlete in the world.
I think not only sport, he's the most followed for Instagram.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's the biggest influencer, technically, not just sports.
Yeah, we can say he's the most famous person in the world, essentially, right? Me wearing the bad cop, the DJ gotta go. I know he's world famous, but I feel like if I walked around Tyson and I asked him do you guys know world famous DJ Salvatore?
Stop it, you need to learn how to pronounce his name.
Well, I don't know. What's his last name? Okay. If you guys know world famous Salvatore so-and-so, or say Kanye West, do you think Kanye West is more famous than world famous DJ Salvatore?
I think you have to compare not an actor with a DJ. You need to name me another DJ, to be fair.
Okay. I'll just say this, and I want to know what people think in the comments. Is there another DJ they could have added to the game that might deserve the title world famous? Let us know what you think. All right, so going into the next topic, let's look at these EVO Japan numbers. This is insane to say the least. Last year, I don't remember how many players entered Street Fighter. Do you, by chance?
5,000.
5,000. This year, 6,500. That's 1,500 more players. That's got to be one of the biggest increases ever for a game that did not get a new release or a new update, we'll say, you know. Normally, you tend to see trends where player entrance decreases over time. This is the first time I'm ever seeing this, and it's so huge. However, every other game dropped. Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, and the other games. How do you feel? Which badge do you want to pick up? Do you want to pick up the good cop? Do you want to pick up the bad cop on looking at these player entrants?
I think I can do both because I have something bad and good, you know, in regards, you know, for
All right.
both of it. So regardless of the bad and the good, you know, I just don't want to be repetitive because I don't like being naggy.
Okay.
But what are the prize pool?
I'm glad you asked that question. So, 6,500 players. How much did you sign up for EVO Japan?
Okay, yes, I signed up. So it's about 5,000 or 6,000 yen for the 3-day pass.
Okay.
And then you have another 2,000 over yen for the Start GG.
Okay.
1,000 yen is for Street Fighter 6.
And what's the other 1,000 yen for?
Okay, we don't know what is the other. We don't care about the other. Consider that the venue fee or whatever.
Okay.
But there's 1,000 yen that goes into the pot.
Okay.
So 1,000
that's-
yen is about $7
Okay.
USD.
Yeah. Okay.
So 6,000 times $7. Oh, we need a calculator, huh? So what is the total price pool that is given out?
So let's say in USD, there's about $45,000. So let's say if
My math is good. It's
I
about,
got you, yeah.
but price pool is 21,000.
No, I was gonna say, wait, before you did that. If 50% of that goes to first place, then that should be about $23,000, we'll just say.
Yep.
Okay.
But the first place don't have.
But the first place is getting a little bit under $12,000.
You know,
But
we went through an era. The era of like trying to raise player registration fee for each game to $20. I don't know if you guys remember that. Just to make sure the price pool is higher for the player.
Yeah.
Since we already paid so much, right? Why not add another $10 to the registration pool for the game?
Yeah.
For the game, we're not talking about venue fee and stuff.
Yeah.
The problem is now the 1,000 yen, the $7 that we put in for the game, that pot
Yeah.
is not even fully into the price pool. We register $7 for the game or $10 or whatever. $10 is not going into the prize pool. It's supposed to be on a prize pool, but there's still some percent being taken out for, you know, maybe for the Wi-Fi fee, for the
Yes.
electricity, or
Yes.
maybe they're not making a profit off this tournament.
Okay. So let me put on my good cop badge, okay? So with your math, right? Let's say there's $45,000 USD that should be for the prize pool here. 21,000 is allocated here for top 8. That means 24,000 is gone. We don't know where 24,000 is, right? Mm-hmm. But like you said, it is to ensure the quality and to make sure that, yeah, you know, I guess you can, well, wait, but then what's the venue fee for? Oh, wait, hold on, let me not get sidetracked. I'm still a good cop. So there's the 60 to register, right?
Yep.
But then to register for Street Fighter was not 1,000, it was 2,000 yen.
To register for Street Fighter, there's 1,000 yen where I click is for Street Fighter.
Okay.
But the total I paid was 2,700 yen.
So it's more, so wait, okay.
But the 1,000 is definitely for the prize pool.
Okay.
It's how everybody paid $10 for the game itself.
So then what you're trying to say is to register for the game. Now there's $45,000 for the prize pool, but now there's about $55,000 that went to Start GG.
Yeah. And to say bluntly, everybody who joined EVO Japan pays about $70 to $100, be it early bird, a normal bird, or late bird. They paid like $70 to $100. And if there's 6,500 entrants, there's 650,000. If you take $2 off each registration, each person that went, that's the prize pool. It's 2. I think I felt like last year there's already a controversy of Pang winning and making a tweet and he got more money.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing that happened.
Yeah.
The prize pool cannot be, you know, like what you pay into the prize pool can't be lesser. We can't be going backwards.
Yeah.
It's the reason exactly why everybody want to raise to $20 last time. And there's a lot of opinion because they feel like they're sacrificing the casuals.
Yeah.
But now, everybody pay 1,000 yen for each game, but the returns are not even 50% of it, which is...
So I want to put on my good cop badge and go back a little bit because when we were competing many years ago, you know, tournaments, I would pay $20 for a tournament. $10 went to the venue, which makes sense. You know, they could run the arcade, run whatever you have to do. If it's at somebody's house, you give them the money just to, you know, just to run the electricity. And then the other $10 went directly to the prize pool. So now...
Now it's
wait, am I a good cop?
Yes, now it's a 7-1. Sorry, you're just a bad cop. I'm sorry. You're not a cop anymore, you know. Now it's a 7-1. We're paying 7 for venue.
Yeah.
And less than 1. We have less than 1 that's going to the prize pool.
Players, just everybody kind of needs to know what is going on. I don't have an answer for this. I don't understand it.
I don't need transparency. I just need it to be a little more, or just shut my mouth. I don't need transparency.
Yeah.
Because there's so much money is disappearing from here.
I got it.
You know, it's the tariffs. I just want to say, Gamer B has got second place in EVO 2011.
Yeah.
2,000 entrants. He got this amount. For second place. I don't need transparency.
Okay.
Just make it a little bit
That's it.
more decent. Because, you know, I'm a 9th place guy.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing.
You're getting nothing from
0
this.
points and 0 money.
For those of you watching, let us know if you side with the good cop or the bad cop on this one.